I would like to address one thing real quick. Our nation is one that owes a lot of allegiance and gratefulness toward what religion has provided to us. A lot of the people who first came here came because they were being persecuted for their religious beliefs, and they came and they helped establish a nation. Slavery existed for a long time in our nation, and it was abolitionists who came from the faith community that helped bring about the end, to help change the culture, the heart of the people in our nation, to bring about the end of slavery. Segregation was well accepted. And sure, there's a lot of people who use a perverted interpretation of their scripture to make arguments for segregation, but it was the faith community that changed the heart of the people in this nation. There's a lot of great things that have come from the faith community. And not just the Christian faith, in general. And the reason for that is if you let people believe what they want to believe, that freedom reigns through everything else. The Civil Rights Act of 1964 has been adjudicated of meeting the compelling governmental interest. This bill only changes that. We're going to the compelling governmental interest standard. Civil Rights Act beats that. We're not going backwards anywhere on this. In fact, protecting a person's right to believe furthers everybody's freedom. There's been many, many things that have been said about what this bill does and doesn't do. I asked that the committee would look at what the bill does and vote on what the bill does. The purpose of the law is exactly what the municipal board said it is. It's to make it where cities, counties, the state, when they pass something, they have to think, they have to stop, they have to pause and say, does this substantially burden the person's religion? And if it does, maybe we shouldn't pass it. That's exactly the point of this. It's to cause them to have to think about it a little bit. And if we, as legislators, don't feel like that should be our standard, there's something wrong with us. A person ought to be able to believe what they want to believe. Now, we got to do business as a state. We have to. And so there is the compelling governmental interest standard. If we've got a good reason to do it, we can burden their religion. The language dealing with the indirectly burden, that's all comes from Supreme Court decisions. All that language is already out there. That's already there. We're just incorporating that into this. Zoning's already taken care of with our LUPA. As a director of a faith-based substance addiction program, I can tell you that, I wouldn't want to do anything to hurt the addictions programs, substance abuse programs. And I can tell you that this bill requires a state action. So if you're talking about two private entities, solely private, without any state action, it don't apply. Just mischaracterizations of what this bill does is crazy. I just once again want to ask that you all think about what the bill actually does and vote for the bill based on that. And I would appreciate it. Maybe thank you. All right. Thank you. So that's yours.